Continuing education is a must, especially if you're a freelancer. I want to thrive in the gig economy. Would you like to learn too? I want to tell you a little bit of a personal thing about a family member of mine. I don't normally brag about my family, but my son graduated college in December. 3 weeks later, he's taken a security certificate class because he was in cybersecurity. And he passed that class and he got the certificate for that class. I said, what are you going to do now? He said, oh, I've got another certificate I'm going to go for. And I said, really? He said, yeah, because I got to show the industry that I'm on top of all this. And I thought about it, and I thought, he's absolutely right. That, if you want to show people that you are an expert in whatever field you're in, you need to be taking continuing education. You need to be showing that you're taking continuing education. What do you mean by showing? Now, I've talked a lot about how using LinkedIn to enhance your professional profile. But yes, you get a certificate, put it on LinkedIn, promote it, say, hey, I just got this certificate. I learned all about blah, 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 whatever. It's really important you do those kinds of things, because when somebody sees that you're learning what's going on in your industry, seeing that what you're getting, what they're going to get from you is the latest in your industry, that's going to be persuasive. And especially if you're a freelancer. If you're in a company, hey, look, the company's got you paying your salary. You're not doing continuing education, the company's not going to really push you unless it's necessary for the job. But if you're a freelancer, it's important that you show people that you're continuing to get better, that you're continuing to learn whatever the field is. And I'm not even saying that it has to be a professional field. He's in cybersecurity, and that's great. But hey, landscaper, take a class on what's going on with the climate. Take a class on what's going on with how the climate might be affecting the plants or something like that. Just put it up on LinkedIn saying, hey, climate change is a big issue. I just got the latest on how it might be affecting your lawn, blah, blah, blah. That's all you got to do. And people go, oh, okay, this guy's paying attention to what's going on in the real world. Oh, there's a new method on how to do this plumbing in your house. And I just took a class on it. I got this little certificate. But the main thing was I actually had my hands on the latest piping, for instance. If you start putting stuff like that up on your LinkedIn page, or if you have a company website and you're putting it up on your company website that here I am at this conference, I'm learning all about X, Y, and Z, people are going to pay attention to that. And, I took what my son said very seriously. And I said, this year I'm really going to pay attention to my continuing education. So what I've done is I've signed up for an online conference beginning of February. And I joined a local writers guild, and I'm going to be taking a class on how to self-publish books in February, and a class on how book design works in March. Maybe I don't ever use that information. Maybe I do. But the point is, I can say I've now learned a little bit about that. So for instance, last month when I was telling you that client was asking about ghostwriting a book and what have you, well now, the next time a client calls me and says, I'm thinking about ghostwriting a book, what do you think? I'll have more knowledge about self-publishing. I'll have more knowledge about how to design a book. May not be a whole lot of information there, but the thing is the client's going to see that I know what I'm talking about if they go on my LinkedIn profile. You got to be doing this stuff regularly, and it doesn't necessarily even have to do with your own field. If you're doing stuff to learn, it's going to be a slop over effect. I have a friend, she's really smart. And she works for a drug maker, and she's writing on the side. And she goes to one, maybe two writers' conferences every year. I mean, retreats where they actually sit down, they learn about writing different things and what have you. And boy, I'll tell you, she comes back with such good information. And it's just very impressive. She's very impressive because it shows you that she's learning. And you know, when people have the capacity to learn, they can learn a lot of different things. If you can learn this, you can learn that. And if you can learn this and that, and then you add this, and then you add that, all of a sudden you've got a bunch of skills. All of a sudden you've got a lot in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? A lot of money comes in because you've got a lot of skills to offer. What do you think? What are you doing to continue your education? I'd be curious. Please put down below what you're doing and whether you think continuing education is valuable in any field. And please like and share this video and subscribe because YouTube really wants that. Till next week, take care.